somebody who can walk through and step through the discomfort. So these are parts of you. These are versions of you. You may believe that you don't hold those qualities, but we all hold them.
Hi guys, my name is Diana Merfeldania. A while ago, I've been invested in Kathleen's coaching program. I was so happy when I actually found it, and it was one of the most amazing decisions that I have made to take this program.
My name is Carrie Johnson. Being introduced to Kathleen has just opened my eyes to what is possible. Back home, I have the reality. But here in Dallas, I have the opportunity to be in my imagination, like literally 24/7.
I really missed the part of the feminine energy and the part of this spiritual connection, and everything since then. I just love doing what I do.
It's amazing when I join the group and the embodiment sessions, the study groups, the people you meet, the books, the understanding of the laws of nature and I am, and how ease and flow come together when you are you. When I pull in my spirituality, my knowledge, my trading, when it all comes together, I never knew how to make it fit, but it fits. It fits because it's me.
Hello, this is Marlies Hazelaar, and I wanted to come on to explain for me the reason why I entered Diamond Academy. Yeah, things are starting to come to me with ease. I just realized it. Since I am open to receive, I'm not pushing harder, I'm not grinding or hustling, I'm just open to receive. Things start to come to me with ease.
You know, it's good. It's really, it's an amazing feeling to feel like you're connecting back into yourself again, and everybody's different, but everybody's the same. So it's just, yeah, it's really good.
With mindfulness, it's like saying, okay, do I want to do this thing afraid? Or do I want to do this thing confidently? Like, it's so beautiful. This is what I mean. Mindfulness is going into situations with the choice to choose the experience that you're going to have.
How can you impact more people? Through unlocking your true potential. Everything starts from within you and expands outside. Anywhere you are on this planet, there is a law of cause and effect. Your reality that you live in today, the life you live, was caused by you. So the ability to accept recognition, to be grateful for what you've done, to be able to say, yes, I did that. I worked on that. I made a difference. That's how we come together and we make a difference in a more powerful way.
Honestly, I have felt a lot of freedom and felt just amazing being able to be here with so many like-minded women and men. It has been an experience I will never forget.
I've sat down and talked with Kathleen one-on-one over coffee or over breakfast multiple times, and it's so fun, and we're healing, we're expanding, we're rising, and we're having fun in the luxury of life. And I'm super grateful for Kathleen for hosting this retreat, offering her wisdom, offering her experience for us, and I'll definitely be back.
This has totally changed me, this program, and I said, I have to help others. I have to teach others this. By changing my life, look at the ripple effect and what it's done for my family and my friends and everyone that I am in contact with every single day. Modern Mentor, opened me up to this world of, oh my gosh, I can do this. Thank you, Kathleen, for everything you've done.
Thank you, Kathleen.
Thanks to Kathleen and thanks to her programs.
So this is the ladder of belief that I help people to climb. We're going to start you where you're at, and we are going to love you where you are at. We are going to embrace it. We are going to be grateful for it. And then we are going to shift up. And then we are going to shift up. And then we are going to shift up. So it is a continual process of adjustment and readjustment and really, really understanding yourself. Good morning and happy Saturday, everybody. I guess it's not morning anymore. This is later. Usually we do this at 10 a.m. It's noon. So it's lunchtime or afternoon for everybody. Welcome. I am so excited to be here today. I'm not in my office. I'm not at home. We had our beautiful gala last night. Me and a few members of the team, Darcy, Rosie, and Kaylee, and my mom and dad. We were at a sick kids gala for the Burn in Plastics unit last night, and it was really, really beautiful. It was really impactful. We got dressed up, we did the red carpet, we did glam, and we got to experience a beautiful evening in support of a really great cause. So super, super grateful. So I'm at the Four Seasons in downtown Toronto, and I will be heading to my sister's for my nephew's second birthday today. Cooper is turning 2. So family day today. Super grateful for that. We have so much to do today. So much. So this is going to be jam-packed. This is going to be full. I'm going to talk a lot, and you're going to hear a lot of really good things and information. Quickly, I just want to give you the flow of today for the next 2 hours. So in a couple of minutes, after I just do a quick recap, we're going to do a money visualization. It's about 8 minutes. So it is a longer visualization, but it is really, really important because I want you to start practicing being in your imagination and thinking new ideas when it comes to money, seeing it in a different way. Remember, imagination is God. So let God work through you, through your imagination. So this 8-minute visualization, it also exists as something you can replay on YouTube as much as you want, but it's also part of our pay in full guided visualization bundle that we offer for anybody that does pay in full for any of our programs in the enrollment period. So keep that in mind. Plus you get a couple other ones too, and they're really good. So we're going to do that one today, give you a little sneak peek of it. We have an interview today. Deborah's going to interview Annette, and then I'm going to do a Q&A, and then I'm going to talk about what we have open for enrollment. So we're getting a ton of questions. What do you have open for enrollment? How can I get into your physical energy, and how can I get into a course? So we are going to talk about that today. And something really, really exciting I want to mention as well, and then we're doing the giveaway. So team, keep me on track. If I miss something, please remind me to go back. But I don't teach from notes. I don't teach from a plan or from an agenda. Everything comes through me. Everything that I say, everything that I've spoken to you has just been something that I've felt that was needed to be said in the moment. So that's why I say if I miss something, you let me know, because I don't have an agenda here. I am in a true flow state. Not all the time, but a lot of the time. So we're going to go with it. I just wanted to first off by saying how grateful I am for this event, how grateful I am for every single one of you giving us your time and your space. But I also want to say thank you to Source Energy, to Universe, to God, to Creator for giving us an opportunity to be able to connect with one another in this way. We would not have been able to do this 10, 20, 30 years ago. And the reason why we are here and able to do this and to feel each other's energy so powerfully is because humans chose to advance. They chose to ascend. They chose to do God's work so that we can be connected like this from where we are, wherever we are in the world. So when that video was made, we were in 44 countries. We're in 55 countries now. Our Diamond Academy family spans 55 countries. This is a global business. Okay, this is so beautiful. And why I say this is so beautiful, because whatever impact you think you can make on the world, I dare you to think bigger. I really do. So I'll leave you with that little dare. You can go ahead and take it if you want, or you can, stay quiet and be a little more reserved. But, I hope you want to go loud after this training. Who did the homework yesterday? So good. Somebody decided for their homework, the act of generosity, that they wanted to send me a gift. I thought that was so beautiful. So thank you. I'm open to receive. Attention, you got to be open to receive if you want more money. Do not turn down a gift. Do not turn down somebody offering to take you for dinner. Do not turn down a free massage. I was in H&M one day, and this girl was trying to buy her friend a blazer. This friend loved this blazer, but she's like, I can't afford it. And I couldn't stand it. I just walked over there and I said, I'm going to give you unsolicited advice, and I hope that it helps. She goes, okay. I said, just let her buy you the blazer. You got to be open to receive. If you're not open to receive blessings, you're not going to experience all the blessings of the world. And I said, and you're going to make her feel so good that she bought that for you. And then I saw them in the checkout buying the blazer like 10 minutes later. So I don't normally pipe in like that, but I just felt really called to be like, oh my gosh, she wants to do something nice, but you don't want to accept the nice gesture. So open to receive always. And in the moments that I'm uncomfortable being open to receive, I will say, okay, I'm going to choose to be open to receive right now. Yes, thank you. And you'll notice it that I'll say it like that, and it's because I want to say no. But don't do that. You're putting up your hands, you're blocking. I'm grateful that you're here live too. Yes, I'm so grateful. Okay, so if you did the homework and you feel called to share it in the chat, let us know in the chat what you did. But most importantly, and I will always ask you this, how did it feel? Okay, so if you share a win in our Diamond Academy family, or when you share a win, let's say, when you share a win, I will always say to you, how do you feel? What I'm getting you to do is to tap in to how you feel, what your emotional state is. How am I vibrating? How does it feel to vibrate in this way? And so what we're doing is we're solidifying something. Language I will also use, and I'm very intentional. Someone will say something to me and I go, I feel that. I feel that. And so what I'm doing is I'm allowing the emotion to sit, because we know ideas impress upon the subconscious mind through emotion. We are getting more and more men coming into our energy. I'm so grateful for this. I don't focus specifically upon females. This isn't, or women, or however anyone identifies. There's no specific, I don't say it's only for you. We're open to receive anybody that will be called to hear this message, but we have many more men joining our energy. And the most beautiful part of this is traditionally men have been told to hide their feelings, suppress their emotions, be strong, be a man. Manifestation is an emotional game. So feel the feelings, allow it to come, allow yourself to tap in, allow yourself to say, that pissed me off, that bothered me, I'm so happy and so grateful, I'm so joyful, and really feel those emotions. And this is where you move forward. So we love to help people. We've also had women who won't feel either. And so we want you to feel, and we want you to emotionally regulate so that you can manifest the experience you desire, which is really beautiful. Look at all these beautiful answers that are coming up. I feel more confident. I feel excited. I feel grateful. Found myself replacing a complaint or lack comment with an instant I'd love. Yes. So Neil Donald Walsh says, do not oppose, but compose, right? So don't oppose something. When you oppose it, I don't want it, I don't like it, this sucks, you're making it real by resisting it. So the very opposition of it makes it real. So it's like leaning on a wall. You're making it real by leaning on it, right? So instead of opposing it, compose, which means say, okay, if I don't like this, then what would I love to experience instead? And how can I be the loving experience instead? And you will find the energy will shift pretty quickly. So are we ready for a guided visualization? Okay, please be in the spirit of the guided visualization, okay? We can be in the mechanical of it, so we can have it play, and then we can check our email, and we can take notes, and we can get up and go to the bathroom, and we can check our emails. We can make a cup of tea. This isn't a break, okay? And I want you to really utilize this. This is actual subconscious reprogramming work we're going to be doing. This is a raise in frequency of vibration. This is connecting to the power of creator and source energy through the imagination. This is mindfulness. This is meditation. This is stillness and calmness. This is important. So please enjoy. Allow yourself to feel. Don't put pressure on yourself. If other thoughts come, just let them come through and move back to listening to the music or listening to the sound of my voice. We ready? Okay, Jen, take us away. Yeah, it will be on YouTube. Welcome to this visualization. I invite you to sit comfortably relaxed in a chair. Uncross your legs and your arms. Place your hands on your lap in receiving mode. And close your eyes. I want you to start by focusing on your breaths. Take a nice full deep breath in and release. Nice deep breath in and release. On every exhale, I want you to release tension in your body. So relax your eyelids, relax your jaw, relax your shoulders, relax your chest, relax your stomach, relax your hips, and relax your legs. Now I want you to picture a funnel of lavender energy circling above the crown of your head. And this energy circles through the crown, all the way through your head, through your chest, through your hips, and all the way down to your feet. You are connected. This is your oneness, your divinity, and your source of supply. Now on the screen of your mind, I want you to picture your wealthiest self. This is the version of you that has absolute financial freedom. You are prosperous, you are abundant, and you are opulence. Your bank account is overflowing. You spend money with ease. And that old feeling of worry is gone. In this place, you understand that your source of supply is infinite. Your bank account always fills up. You always have more than enough. This is your wealthiest self. Now, on the screen of your mind, I want you to picture your life now when you have this unlimited amount of wealth available to you. What is different? What type of home do you live in? What type of car do you drive? Where do you vacation? What is Christmas like at your house now that you can buy anything you want for anyone? This life is a version of you that is powerful, that is strong, that is influential, that doesn't give up, that knows their worth, and knows where their supply comes from. You understand that by thinking in abundance, abundance comes to you. You understand by giving more that you are open to receive more. By serving others, you are compensated more. This version of you is proud, is happy, is grateful, is persistent, this version of you knows that you will forever have anything you want. You know that if you think in increase, you will be increased. If you live a life of joy, you will remain joyful. This life is yours. You created it. It's your truth. And it is forever here to stay. Stay in this feeling of gratitude, of strength, of power, and of love. For you are your own creator, and you've created this reality from within. Okay, please bring yourself back. One way of really solidifying a visualization is to acknowledge how you feel when it's done. And what you will probably notice with any visualization when you tap into the imaginative space, which I call the fourth dimension, is that it feels a certain way. And so let me know how it feels for you. And then when you think about, if this is what I desire, then I want to feel that way now. So then it gives you this beautiful dichotomy between, okay, so I've been walking through life right now feeling like this. And if I walk through life feeling more like this, I would be more of a match to that version. Not to say that you're going to be vibrating like this 24/7. That's against natural law. Natural law says there's a rhythm. So there's always going to be a rhythm. But if you can have the dominant feeling match this as much as you can, that's where we start to tap into it and skip timelines. You're feeling good. Good. And I was actually sitting here thinking to myself, like, geez, the impact that we are making on collective consciousness for 500 people to be together live in the same moment, accessing imagination and accessing a heightened level of awareness and a heightened frequency of vibration is so powerful. Like the ripple that will have on this world is very, very impactful. So we just were a part of something that is very, very special that will really impact a lot of people. So thank you for holding that space. If you're somebody that didn't stick it out, you didn't do it, you avoided it, just notice, just be an observer. Why did I avoid? Why did I fold my laundry? Why did I clean up my room? Why did I get distracted? And then just, okay, so next time I'm going to try that again. You know what? I'm going to grab that replay and I'm going to sit down and I'm going to give myself the 10 minutes to do that. So I want to do a Q&A before we do an interview with Annette. Deborah's going to interview Annette. My voice is a little bit rocky today. It's a little bit shaky. So that's why Deborah's going to interview Annette. Today, I really pay attention and notice when my voice is saying kind of rest a little bit. And so I'm just listening to that, having some nice hot tea, but still speaking my truth. So a lot of people know, the throat chakra is very powerful. And if you are experiencing things with your throat, it can mean not speaking your truth, but it can also mean that my instrument is tired. So I'll just say, because we get a lot of people that want to talk about my throat chakra. And yes, I have some beautiful throat chakra exercises and ways of speaking my truth. And I really notice within myself when I'm not, and then I make sure to speak it. So I've been doing that a little bit lately, which has been really, really great. Just telling people my thoughts about some things and not holding it back. So if I'm annoyed by something, or I don't think something was the way I would have done it, or whatever else, I'm just, I feel like I just want to say this to you. And so that's for me being able to speak my truth. And it's been really, really helping. So if you have something going on with your throat as well, maybe try that. Try that as well. You were also up late speaking on. That's what I mean. Like, my instrument's a little tired. My throat is my instrument, right? And so we wouldn't expect if you're a runner, you wouldn't expect your lungs to be able to run all day, every single day, and never get tired. Like, there is a mechanical fatigue involved with some of this. So anyways, just going on. So we're going to do a Q&A. If you have a question, the best way for me to be able to do this is for you to put it into the chat and put it in capitals with a Q in front of it. Short and sweet. I'll answer the question. If it's a little bit longer and you have a big backstory, it's going to take some time for me to read it out loud and things like that. So if there's something over the past 2 days that you need clarity on, something that I didn't touch on, something that like, I don't agree with you on this, and you want to get my insight on it, let's go. Because it's one thing to speak to people who already believe all of this. It's another thing to speak to somebody that's like, I'm skeptical, Kathleen. And I'm like, yes, let's chat. Because the more I can be challenged about these way of thinkings, the more I solidify them in myself. So if you have a question, then please put it into the chat. See, Katrin did it perfectly. We came here to remember and live who we truly are. I wonder what you think, why it is so hard for so many to remember. So there is a beautiful explanation to this in Happier Than God by Neil Donald Walsh. It's one of my favorite books. It is on the list of all my favorite books that's on that landing page that we shared. So maybe we'll get Jen to press it again, to put it in the chat again. But what's so beautiful about this is, so we're spiritual beings having a human experience. We chose to come here. But what happened when we chose to come here, we were put into a body that has patterns and programs and paradigms that are programmed within the intellectual mind. And so we also needed a contextual field, right? So if we were put here and we remembered and knew exactly who we are and what we were here for, where's the growth, where's the ascension, where's the self-realization? So one of the things that God did was to put us here with the capabilities and the mechanisms to be able to ascend and to realize who and what we really are. So the forgetting, I believe, is buried beneath patterns and programs. It's buried beneath a idea that humanity is what we are, that the human mind is what we are. But if you think about it also, the human mind has a memory. And so we weren't in a human mind that has a memory, and the memory can only hold so much. The human mind can only comprehend so much. The human mind can't comprehend what and who we really are. It can't comprehend all the knowledge that the soul knows. The soul is everything all at once, and it knows everything from all time. Our mind can't understand that. So I think it's a remembering. I think it's an expansion. I think it's leaving the personal mind. I think it's leaving the identity of humanity. And true enlightenment and true ascension, it changes the entire world. And we speak about these people that impact millions. We call him Buddha. We call him Gandhi. We say Jesus. But these are people that remembered who they are on such a powerful level and allowed their human to come backwards and their awareness to fully come forwards and feel the power of that which they are. That's my belief anyways. But you believe what you want to believe, what feels good for you. But that's why I think we've forgotten what, the why, the how, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, how can I find out who my mentor is? So what I would say is we've sent out emails introducing ourselves. If you're not getting it, check your junk. You can also say here, can you please tell me who your mentor is? We're going to need your email though. So make sure you know our email, but I will get Jen to put, we have a page that you can fill out saying, find me my manifestation mentor. So maybe we'll do that because I know sometimes the emails get lost and all that kind of stuff. And I really want you guys to connect. So Jen, maybe you can put that landing page in the chat as well, where they can click, but you can just let us know right now. I can't find I don't know who my manifestation mentor is, and we'll connect you. Yeah. And I've introduced everybody at the beginning of this, so don't reach out to anybody else unless they're on my team, please. Don't let anybody else chat with you about anything. Okay, I'm just going to move up a little bit to some of these other questions. 2D, I love you. Thank you, beautiful. What if you find it so hard to visualize? So what you believe to be true will be your truth. So you have an assumption that it is hard to visualize. That's the idea that's now resonating with you. That's the expectation. So now when you sit down to visualize, you're going to find it hard because your mind is going to go, this is hard. This doesn't work for me. I'm going to try again. So the first thing that I would do is to reframe that. I would love to become more aware of how to visualize effortlessly. Immediately, you've shifted the focus away from visualizing as hard to visualizing effortlessly. That feels nice. I'd like that. So we've let go of the resistance to what's not there or what is hard, and we've moved over. So language is big, 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 big. So shift it within yourself. I would love to experience effortless visualization. Visualization, meditation, they are a practice, right? So I have a visualization practice. I have a meditation practice, which means I get better over time. It gets easier. It gets effortless. I enjoy it over time, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So give yourself grace and just keep going. The other thing is I know myself and I know what works for me. I know how many minutes works for me. I know what type of visualization works for me. And I just resonate. I don't want to sit and visualize for 60 minutes to a guided YouTube. That's just not what I enjoy. I like a good 7 to 10 minutes. I also love just putting on my own music, classical music. I play piano music, and I will visualize myself without it being guided. I do better with that than a guided. I sometimes feel with a guided that I feel a little restricted because I'm so expansive in my imagination now that it can feel a bit restricting. So notice you, what do you love? There's no perfect answer to how you should visualize, how often should you visualize, etc. The only thing is the more vivid the imagination and the more you feel the feeling of the wish fulfilled, that's where that visualization is going to impact you, whether that's 5 minutes, whether that's 45 seconds, or whether it's 20 minutes or an hour. How vivid the imagination is. So what does vivid imagination mean? I see it, I feel it, I smell it, I can hear the glasses clinking. Specific and vivid. So I will actually visualize a scene of like celebrating something. So when I hit this milestone, I'm going to visualize it this way with these people, with this type of champagne. When I drank, I don't drink anymore. With this type of champagne. And I'm going to have this music playing. It's going to be at this restaurant. I'm going to hear this glasses clinking. We're going to be laughing. And so see how vivid that was? In 10 seconds, I just explained it to you in a way where you can feel it, right? You can feel it. So super, super powerful. But don't be hard on yourself. Give yourself grace. It is a practice. You will get better, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. Awesome. Okay, I get this question so much about people outside of you, okay? So here's the thing. The people that are outside of you, the life that you live right now, if you're finding that it's quite negative, family's negative, husband's negative, friends are negative, people are skeptical, they watch too much news, et cetera, you have to step back and realize that all of those people in your life, many of them are a choice. And especially when we think about our parents, we want to have even more compassion because our parents taught us a lot. And they probably taught us to be negative, to watch the news, to worry about things, you know? And so they only taught us what they were taught. Right. And likely unaware because now we're all becoming aware. We're starting to get it. We're starting to understand it. So I always start with compassion about the people around me. So what would make somebody think in this way? What would have someone be so self-judgmental? What would have somebody think in so much limitation? And then you'll start to see, I used to be like that. But now I'm waking up, I'm ascending, I'm thinking differently, and now I'm noticing that they're negative, but I maybe didn't notice before when I was kind of negative too, right? So it's really, really important just to realize that you want to break out of it, right? You want to break out of that box that you were in, that you had a part in creating, that is your reality. And so when you do break out of it, don't judge them. Really move out of judgment, really send them love, send them compassion. But I also built this identity now that nobody influences my thinking. Nobody influences my feelings. Nobody influences the ideas that I hold about who I am. And nobody else's energy penetrates me anymore. Okay? So what this means is I might notice your energy. I might walk into a room and I'm like, ooh, we can cut the tension with a knife in this room. What do we mean by that? We can feel the negative energy. Right? So you might walk into a room and be like, ooh, I feel something. Put up your gate. I'm not taking this on. Heck no. And then be the light. Right? So then I'm like, okay, how can I turn my light on then? Like if this room is really uncomfortable and this is tense and this is negative, how can I turn my light on? How can I smile more? How can I give love? Right? And so I don't believe anybody can impact me. I'm not going to say, oh, my husband's negative energy is influencing me so badly today. I'm going to say, wow, my husband is in a mood today. Good thing I'm not. Right? Words like that, they really influence. They really, really do influence. So it's really powerful to have the understanding of why people are the way they are, the understanding of what do I believe about other people's opinions? And from where I'm sitting right now, I'll tell you all right now, when I started studying this material 4 years ago, everybody around me thought I was a Looney Tune. Like they really were like, what's she doing? Like, is she really in her imagination visualizing wealth and success and it's just going to happen for her? You know, is she really like listening to all the spirituality? She's meditating now? Like, are you kidding me? Everybody was like, this is wild, like what she's doing. Quit my nursing career, let go of my pension, started showing up on social media differently. Started being confident where I was never confident before, right? So I had to decide that I was going to go first. I was okay with blazing a trail versus following the trail that everybody else blazed before me. Feel the difference in the identity there? So I was willing to get uncomfortable. I was willing to stretch. I was willing to push forward no matter what anybody thought about me. And so there's the opportunity to ditch the belief that other people's opinions matters. We are so taught that in such a beautiful way. We're taught it over and over and over again. These principles of manifestation, they work so well that it taught you that what other people think of you matters. You believed it and it became your existence. And then what people think of you matters. And then you ask a question of what do we do about people that are thinking this way or blah, blah, blah. So let's switch it. Instead of taking heterosuggestion, outside external suggestion, we're going to create self-suggestion, internal suggestion. So a suggestion is very, very powerful. The power of suggestion, right? So when you suggest something to somebody else, it's powerful. I suggest to my daughters every single day that they are so smart, that they are so independent, that they are so responsible, that they are, I don't say grades. I don't believe in grades anymore. I'm outside of that realm. So they come home and they tell me their grades, and I'm like, honey, that has nothing to do with who you are. That is just some arbitrary number that some person decided to give you, and I don't want you to believe that. It's called the report card syndrome. So what the teachers suggest to our children and to our students then becomes the identity that they then take on, and they start to show up as the grade that they commonly get the most. And that was my true story. So anyways, I'm not dogging teachers or school system or anything like that. I'm so grateful and honored that they have what they do and choose to support our children in this way. But the institutional way of grading our children, I no longer am a part of it, and I don't resonate with it. So I always tell my daughters, you are so smart, you are so powerful, you are so loving, you're so inspirational, you are so kind. And I never want to suggest anything negative to them. But we also want to self-suggest to ourselves so beautifully and so powerfully as much as we possibly can. So Kathleen, you are so beautiful. You are so powerful. You are so strong. Look at the impact you are making today. You are killing it, girl. Like, this is the way that I want to talk to myself in order to suggest things to me. And if you want to if you really want to make a bigger impact in this world, start suggesting things to people outside of you. Let them know what you see for them, because that suggestion could change their life, right? The power of suggestion is very, very powerful. Okay. Okay. There's a common themes of some of these questions. How were you so sure what outcome you were envisioning when you were blazing a trail? What kept you going? This is why it is so important that we have first a desire. You must have a desire for something outside of the life that you live right now. And if you don't, you are not going to move. This is why people give up. They launch a business. It doesn't sell. It doesn't sell within the first little while. They drop the business, right? So you have to desire it, and you have to believe it's possible for you. You don't have to believe that it's done, but you have to believe that it's possible for you. I always say one of our most important ways that we support people, especially at the beginning of their journey, is that we will hold the belief for them until they develop the belief in themselves. So let us see you and what's available for you, and let us tell you that, and then you go, okay, if Deborah's telling me that she thinks I can do this, I'm gonna, thank you, Deborah, borrow her belief in me until I develop the belief in myself, right? So if Jessica thinks that I can double my business this year, triple my business this year, she sees outside of my limitations. She sees what I can do. I'm going to borrow her belief until, and then we're going to get you in here and we're going to get you believing that you can accomplish anything. You're going to be like flying from the sky, being like, here we go. I can do anything I set my mind to. Absolutely anything. Something I say to Eric all the time, my personal trainer, I can do anything you tell me to do, Eric. So you want to be coachable? You say yes. I can do that. You are right. But you've got to have a desire. If the desire is not there, if the fire is not, I have a burning desire for more, guys, all the time. And when I find that that burning desire gets a little bit, it gets a bit low and it needs a little something, I intentionally get my fire burning again. Fire burning on the dance floor. I don't know who that's by. That just came to me. So you absolutely want a burning desire for more. Then we go in and we create the demand, right? And we create the demand in the consciousness, but we must be specific. You have to be so specific. So I want a $20 million house in Malibu. I want the furniture to be all white. I want it to be in the canyons, but I want it to have an ocean view. I also am going to have my coffee every single morning out there. I would love that, it's private and it has a gate, and I would love that it has 3 bedrooms and blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera. So I'm super specific. And then I visualize myself having my morning matcha in my Malibu home overlooking my ocean, right? And even little things like Jessica Whitney, I love this so much. She's like, when is your housewarming party for your house in Malibu? I said, oh, September. She's like, oh, when will that be? I'm going to put it in my calendar. So we're getting specific. We're getting granular here. We are like scheduling it in. So burning desire, create the demand, but then you must be the version of you that has, right? So match that feeling. Her flight's already booked. See, there we go. And now Nicole Beauchamp's coming. Let's go, girl. So that's what's so powerful about this. But listen, if you don't desire it, you're not going to move. The first sign that it's not showing up, you're done. You're out for. I do not stop. Deborah sent me a beautiful message. I think it was last week. I was going into the dentist and she said, Kathleen, I had a thought about you. You keep going. You keep going. And so the word inevitable is a powerful word. Inevitable. So if you believe something is inevitable, it means no matter what, it is happening. It is done. You don't give up. You don't stop. You keep going. Remember how I said faith is following the path, knowing that it'll get to the destination? Not knowing where the pathway takes you, like not knowing the actual route that the path goes. You don't know if it's a straight path or it's a windy path. We don't know that. We know if we stay on this path, it's going to get to the end that we've decided. We know that. We're going to get there. No idea how long it's going to take. We did this beautiful hike as a team in Malibu. So Malibu is part of my manifestation journey. And I've been wanting to go back and forth between Toronto and Malibu, and I've started physically doing that. I use Airbnbs now. The next step for me is the house in Malibu. So I did a retreat with my team. 5 of them earned a mastermind weekend with me, and we did a hike. And what was so cool about that hike was none of us had done it before. I'd never even done it before. We didn't know what the view was going to look like at the end. We didn't know how hard or how easy it was going to be. We didn't know how long it was going to take. We didn't have a map, nothing. We just followed the trail with faith. And some of us were at the front of the line, hiking it up, not thinking it was hard at all. Then some of us were like, ooh, this is kind of challenging. Okay, I got to push through. This journey isn't as easy as I thought it was going to be, but yikes, okay. And then some of us were, I want to cry. I can't do this, but I'm going to tell myself I can, and I'm going to make it to the top. But guess what? We all ended at the top of the mountain, looking at the same view and took a picture together. So no matter what the journey is like for you, it is inevitable that you will reach that point. So when I say that when Deborah says to me, Kathleen, you keep going, it's because I believe success is inevitable. And if you don't keep going, why? Because you don't believe it is? So you got to give yourself grace. You got to give yourself compassion. Stop comparing yourself to other people. If you're somebody that the journey is a little bit rougher for you, you're getting out of breath, you're losing a little bit of oxygen on the way up the mountain, give yourself grace, pause, but keep going. Because you will get to that inevitable destination and you will be able to see that beautiful view and you will get that photo taken and you'll come back to me and you'll be like, see, thank you, Kathleen. Because I would have just given up. You needed to hear this today. Yes. Of course. That's how it comes through. Always comes through that way. Kathleen, when did you decide that success is inevitable? What was the moment? When I started to believe in the universal laws. So it's one thing to know the universal laws, to understand how the universe works. So when I say the law of infinite supply, that as long as you create the demand, supply will always be there. You will always be supplied with the thing that you create the demand for. Many people say, oh, okay, I get that. Yeah, that's true. But then they live completely opposite. Completely opposite would be, oh, my bank account is low. Oh gosh, my bank account's low. I don't have any money. What do I do? Help me. You don't believe in the law, do you? You wouldn't say that. Because if you believed in the law, you would be like, oh, I haven't created the demand. Better create the demand now. So I'm going to create the demand. I'm going to be the new consciousness. I'm going to take new inspired action, and my bank account will fill up. So I believe in these laws and I live according to them. And it wasn't something that originally was easy. I had to really, really become aware, observer of myself, stop judging, and practice. Practice being. Practice being. Can you review the ways to create demand? It's in your consciousness, your identity. Demand is created in your identity. So it's the thoughts that you're thinking. It's the feelings that you're feeling every day. It's the actions that you do or do not take, right? So for example, I launched my coaching business in January of 2020, and I signed up a few clients. Not a lot, but a few clients. I was $50,000 in debt, remember? I made a decision to be Kathleen with her goals achieved, Kathleen with her millionaire business. I am a millionaire. Okay, I signed a couple of clients, but I'm a millionaire in my mind, and I'm going to act like one. So I went to Rodeo Drive. I took an Uber over to Rodeo Drive in LA. I was at Paradigm Shift with Bob Proctor. I took an Uber over to Rodeo Drive. I spent 2 hours in the store, and I was like, I am going to be millionaire Kathleen today. So normally I go in there, they ask to help me, and I'm like, no, I'm just looking. And I feel uncomfortable there. I feel like I don't fit in, like I'm not supposed to be here for some reason. I can't afford this. I don't have the money. But I decided to not do that. I'm going to practice being millionaire Kathleen today in Louis Vuitton. So I went into Louis Vuitton. I was in there 2 hours. I must have tried on 6 different bags. And he offered me water. And I said, sure. And he said, would you like sparkling or flat? And they bring it on a nice little napkin and they put it down on the table for you. So I allowed myself to feel it. I said, yeah, I'm going to feel this. And then in that moment, I found a bag that I wanted. And I was like, you know what? I'm doing this. I'm going to buy this bag. So it was $4,000 US. Put it on a credit card. I did not have the money. But when I bought that bag, I was like, I'm going to be millionaire Kathleen. All the clients are going to come tomorrow. I enrolled 6 clients the next 3 days. I don't still have the bag. No. What I did do though, is I went back to Louis Vuitton. Actually, I was on Rodeo Drive doing a photo shoot in February. And I went back to Louis Vuitton and I purchased my glasses, my blue light glasses that I have that everybody asks me about all the time. I bought my blue light glasses and I told them the story. I said, can I go up and get a photo? So I have a photo of me with my first Louis Vuitton purchase, the $4,000 purchase in 2020. And I went and took a picture of myself in the exact same spot 4 years later. It is so powerful. The before photo and the now photo, you can see the identity change right there in that photo. I'll put it on my stories. Follow me on Instagram and I'll put it on my stories. Again, I'll reshare it to my stories so you can see it. It's really powerful, the identity, but I became her first and then I exist as her now, right? I sold the bag because when I bought that bag, I was a different version of me. It's not my style now. I ascend so quickly. I identity shift so fast that the clothes that I buy, the branding that we do, the way my website looks, we need somebody to be changing it like this to keep up with me, with how quickly I change and I transform. Yeah. I had somebody actually reach out to me. They hadn't seen any of the observation of who I was before this. They hadn't really seen. They just know this Kathleen today. And so they watched day 1 of Dumb Money and they saw the intro video and they were like, oh my gosh, what they said when they watched the video and then it cut to me, it was like, what on earth? What a transformation. And I want to make sure you all understand it's an internal transformation. This has been changes in consciousness over time. This isn't just looking different. Like, I think I look younger. I'm 41. I look back 4 years ago and I think I look like 45. So the more light you let in, the more confidence you let in, the more powerful you allow your decisions to be, the more you are empowered, you'll start to look better. And why do you look better? Because you feel better. Because you believe in yourself more. So it's really, really beautiful. But that's just a little example. So to create the demand, then, what did the purse do? Being the millionaire identity and buying the purse, what did that do? It created demand. And then the universe was like, oh, here you go. But the first demand came from when I invested in a program, in this material. I spent $8,000 with Bob Proctor, changed my whole life. $30 million later. So $8,000 for a course, $30 million in the next 4 years. We see this over and over and over and over and over and over again. So who you are today thinks that 8,000 is crazy, is insane, is nuts. But 20 million, 30 million you does not. I wouldn't blink an eye at spending $8,000 to $10,000 on a course now. So it's all perspective. It's from where you sit from, where you are coming from. So don't let yourself be limited to the possibility of something just because you can't see that identity. What if? What if? I invested 27,000, manifested 40,000 within 3 months, and another 180,000. I didn't know that, Katie. Whoo! See? That's the demand. Yeah. What would the issue be if I have, hold on. What would be the issue if I have invested over 50,000 and have never gotten it back? Bob would tell you in his classic Bob way that you have not changed the way you see you. Have not changed the identity. The outside world is a reflection of the inside world. If the outside world has not changed, you have not changed the way you see you. So you might be happier. That's a raise in vibration, not an identity shift. You might love yourself more. That's good. That's great. That's not a bad thing. But I want you to see the identity of who you are different. I am important. I am a very integral part of this world. I impact people. I am meant to do more. I am influential. I am powerful. I am an icon. I am a master at my craft. Everyone wants to learn from me. Everyone wants my product or my service. I'm a legend, Judy O'Leary. I am a big deal. These are different. So we are using the ego, that's the personal mind, that's the ego, to create a story of empowerment, of impact, right? Like Oprah would not have created what she's created if she didn't believe she was worthy of it, if she didn't believe that she could make an impact, that she was influential. So this is where you might have changed some things on the surface level, but now it's time to dig deeper. What is the limiting belief? What is restricting you? And you might be making decisions that are taking you back. So you might have made original investments, but you've almost like, what's that word when you like unwrite something? You like erase it because you do something different. So you're going to go, it would be like me going to buy that purse and then backtrack. Yeah. So I like go to buy the purse and then a few days later, I don't get any sales. So I go return the purse. I've just undone the work I did. I just needed to have faith that the clients were coming and they would come. Yeah. How to create demand to join Millionaire without a credit card. Okay, we're going to talk about the programs in a couple of minutes. I want Deborah to interview Annette really quick, and then we're going to talk about enrollment here at Diamond Academy and what we have to be able to support you. I have a feeling a lot of you are like in this energy now of like, I'm ready to go. Like, I want to do this. I'm going to change my life. Let's go. So I want to give you the opportunity to know how we can support you in that capacity. And I'll answer some of those questions related to how you would do it if you don't have certain things available. Sound good? Okay, Deborah, take it away. Can we hear you? Hold on. I'm going to ask to unmute.
There we go.
Okay. And then we should be able to hear Annette as well.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello, Annette. Hi, everybody. I'm Deborah, one of the manifestation mentors. And Annette, I'm so honored to interview you today. But I want everyone to hear your story. And Annette, I just want everyone to know why and what led you to our community and Kathleen, first of all.
Yeah. First off, Deborah, thank you for all your patience a few months ago because it took me a while to realize for myself that investing in myself was worth it. And truthfully, even when I made the investment, I have to tell you, I made the investment thinking about my business versus thinking about myself. And then when I got into the material, so I joined Modern Mentor, manifestation meets business. Kathleen put that so beautifully. So I was like, this is perfect. It was almost like a justification to doing it. But that isn't how it started, if you remember. I started with the self because it was a lower ticket investment. Then I moved up to wealth from within. Yeah, so that was a little bit more. And then I was out camping, ironically, in the motorhome, and that's exactly where I am right now. So that's really quite funny. But I was out camping and I was on one of these 3-day events because I absolutely adore Kathleen. I love listening to her, resonates so much with everything that she shares. And I remember just signing up and just doing it.
Can I just say a little story first? You sent me, what was the song? I wrote it down.
I'm gonna tell you. So I actually hit send. I paid my deposit, and then we ended day 3, and I shut down the computer, and I was like, oh my gosh, what did I do? And on the radio came Rihanna, Like a Diamond.
Yeah.
And I remember messaging you right away and saying, if the universe isn't giving me a sign, I don't know what it's doing.
That's right.
And it's actually funny. I just want to share a little blip from yesterday. So Kathleen talked about the magic wand and I want some of this and I want some of this. So it's actually quite funny. When I finished my master's in counseling, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know if this is what I want to do. Like, I've got this all done and I don't know if I want to hang out in everybody's past, and you're sitting in something that we have no way to go back and change. And so it just didn't sit right with me. But explaining to my husband that I just spent all this money doing a master's and saying I didn't want to do anything with it didn't sit right either. And I'd met up with this lady from Calgary who presented solution-focused brief therapy. And I'll never forget, the line in there is, if I could wave a magic wand and give you anything that you would like or to be, do, or have, what would it be? And that's been my premise. And I was like, oh, I can do this. I can be a counselor because I can help with the magic wand. So when she shared that story yesterday, I was like, there's another sign. I'm in exactly the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. So signed up. Still not entirely convinced that this was the path that I should be on, but told myself that I could do it because I was going to take the business part of it, right? Like, that's what was going to be important, was that business part. And like so many other people that you guys have interviewed, we've had a lot of success. We've run businesses, we've got companies, we've had lots and lots of success. Money has come in, but money came in pushing. Like, everything was hard, everything was work. I wanted to push my way through. I was very much a high achiever, but did it with, I just felt resistance all the time, but I could push, right? I could push, I could get through it, I could break through it and get to where I wanted to go. But never knew the feeling that I was missing, never celebrated my successes, never did anything. I just pushed to that next goal, pushed to that next goal, pushed to that next goal. Never knew any of that until after experiencing the first 8 weeks of Modern Mentor. And God aligned me coming into the program at exactly the right spot, because I came in at week 1 and it was, the working on you part.
The manifestation side of it.
Yes. And so I was thinking, oh boy, like, in the back of my mind, when are we getting to the business stuff? that did not take long. Watching a couple of Kathleen's teachings, and then I could not miss a call that she was on. Like, I was so excited for the Mondays that she was teaching. And then starting to listen to Deb Lays more and really sitting in it. When we got to the business 8 weeks, I was like, no, take me back. I want to go back to the other 8 weeks. It was at that point that I realized that the work that I needed to do was actually in here. And the blessing that I have is being in this community where I was given that gift, because I could set goals and I could achieve goals, but I never felt goals ever.
I was just going to ask you, what has this community and the beautiful Modern Mentor Group and Deb Lays, Kathleen, everybody all together, our beautiful family, what has it done for you and your family? Because I know we went back and forth. You've done a huge trip with your family. You have connected so much just because you decided to go internally and go first and do this before everybody else and really understand who you are. So
Yeah.
somebody was saying in the chat, I don't have a business. I didn't have a business either 3 years ago. It has nothing to do with that. It's really understanding you. And by you wanting to go first with the business, you understood that, wait a minute, I have to know who I am first. I have to see, who is she? And then I can learn everything else.
Yeah, that is so true. And I would say, I've just grown such an appreciation for the people that are in my life, even an appreciation for the people that have fallen out of my life, which sounds kind of crazy. But yeah, I just have grown such an appreciation for the people that are in my life, and the gifts that we have to share, and really believing that is exactly what we were doing. Like, I've been in the helping industry for a long time, and I have known that that's my purpose. I wish everybody could feel what I'm feeling on the inside, because I know if I could just help you to hold that for a few minutes, or being in Kathleen's community, however you can get this, if you could just get that feeling, so that you had that to go back to, so that you could hang those memories upon, and that's what you want to strive for. Because although the pushing can still get you to where you want to go, it's heavy.
So quickly, before we finish, I want you to tell everybody what's happening now, because a lot of things are really happening, right? So quickly, what is going on right now? Because I know.
Okay, well, yeah, we're living our dream right now. So we are traveling. We are in California. I'm in my motorhome. Thank you to God working through Elon Musk and giving us Starlink. We have Wi-Fi. So we're doing that. I am still growing my business. So pivoting is I know it's a word, but it is happening. We are transferring from always being in the sticks and bricks business that we own to being able to travel on the road, which has been a dream of ours, is to work while travel. And so a few things still are going to be changing and shifting, and I know those answers are coming. But yeah, we're able to do that. My community, I launched a community that right away clicked. I set a goal in January to get on. My goal was 3 podcasts. I think I've already signed up for 4. At the same time, I can remember saying to you, actually, you said it to me. You said, write things down, Annette, because of when you're going to be interviewed by Kathleen. And then all of a sudden that was there. So it's just so many great things, so much appreciation. Kathleen, Diamond Academy team, and the whole community. You're not getting rid of me anytime soon.
I love that. Thank you so much, Annette. She spoke about the Modern Mentor. We have so many other programs, but again, I'll say it, you don't need to be part of a business. Millionaire will help you with your beliefs, will help you with your purpose and your passion as well. Thank you, Annette.
Yeah. Thanks.
I just want to pipe up really quick before Jen does her clapping thing. Annette, you said she's clapping already. Annette, you said something that was so powerful there. I wish that people could feel what I feel. And that is something that I actually say all the time. I have this inner sense. I don't know, it's like peace, it's like love, it's like joy, it's gratitude. And people would say to me, "Oh, it's because of the money, Kathleen." No,
No.
I truly believe that if this money were to leave my life, I would be fine with it. Like I would still be fulfilled and happy and whole and amazing. But I would just make it all back again because now I know how to now I know how to create a demand for infinite supply. So but it's a change in the sense of who you are and your belief around this world and what we're here for, and remembering who and what you are, Annette. So I really feel that sense of inner peace within you very, very strongly. So I'm so grateful. Thank you for sharing with us today, Deborah. Thank you for that, for coming on and interviewing Annette. I can't wait to see what this next year, 18 months, 2 years is going to bring in store. Okay, Jen, you can do the little clapping thing, and then I'll go on and tell a story real quick.
Thank you, Kathleen.
Oh, sure.
You are a gem. You truly are, and I thank you so much. And I cannot wait to see you in Toronto again.
I know. I'm excited. Okay. I want to first say, so Deborah messaged me. Deborah has been with me for 3 years, almost 4 years, I believe. Started as a student, invested in herself. And it was a challenging investment for her at that time and the current identity she was in. And she sits here now she is the top person on my team, manifestation mentor on my team. And what I mean by that is we can gauge that when I say top by the identity that she holds. She sees herself in that way. And so now that becomes the experience. But she leads a lot of us here in a very powerful way. And Deborah messaged me a few days ago, I think, and had a real awareness and aha about just how much she's changed and how much she shifted and how different her life is. And we haven't talked about that or shared her story in a long time. So this coming week, we're going to schedule a time where I'm going to interview Deborah on my Instagram. We're going to go live and we're going to tell her story. She has 10x'd her life. 10x'd her income. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about what she's done. What are some of the ways in which that has happened and shown up? I know I'm making her nervous now, but we're going to do it. So this week on my Instagram live sometime. So just watch for it on my Instagram. And we're going to share and we're going to talk about that. She has 10x'd her income. So not 10 ways. She's 10 times it. So if she made $10,000 a month, she's making $100,000 a month. That's a 10x. Right? 5,000 a month, now 50,000 a month. That's a 10x. So she's 10x'd. So we are going to share that this week on my Instagram. So stay tuned and you can hear Deborah's story. The other thing that I wanted to say with Annette's interview that was really powerful. So Modern Mentor is a course, manifestation meets business. And there are people who resist the manifestation side of it, and there's people that resist the business side. And so we can usually tell whichever side of that program you resist the more is the side that you actually require the more realization through. So somebody that is in the feminine, that is in the spiritual, that doesn't take action in their business, they love those manifestation lessons. But when it gets to the business lessons, they're like, because they don't want to hear what they need to do, the action that they should be taking in order to grow their business, and vice versa. So notice what you're noticing about you. Notice what you avoid, what you put off, what you're passionate about, what you love, what you want to do, what you don't want to do, and then ask yourself why. Why is it that these things do that way and why things don't? I'm going to talk about open enrollment now. And then as soon as I'm done talking about that, I'm going to do the giveaway. I have 2 names. You must be live in order to win. So I'm going to give away 2. I'm going to give away $1,111 to 2 people. So twice. Okay. So it'll be 2,222. But I'm going to do it after I talk about some of this stuff. There's 2 names that we've already pulled and you have to be live. So we'll check if you're not. I've got 2 additional names just in case the 2 that aren't live, the other 2. Look, I'm live. The Life Shifter. Okay. The Life Shifter is not one of the names, but I don't think that that's your name. Anyways, this is fun. So we will do that. And I'm going to talk about the courses. So Diamond Academy, what do we do? I want to start off by prefacing this. Okay. We are a coaching academy for coaching, mentorship, retreats, and masterminds. So we are here to support people in their spirituality meets personal growth and development journey. Okay. So we're here to provide you with assistance, with support, with guidance, with holding space to come alongside you to achieve what you want to achieve in life. Do you need coaching, mentorship courses, and programs? No. We never want to do anything from a need. You don't need it. Will it help you? Yes. Will you do things faster? Will you do things with greater ease? Will you enjoy it? Will having a sense of community support you positively? Yes. So I always want you to go from the want, not the need. I don't need this thing in my life. I would like it. So I am somebody that continues to invest in themselves over and over and over again. I continue to take courses. I sign up for mentors. I'm going to a retreat in San Diego in March. So I am always for the art of expansion and ascension. And I know for me that when I have a course that I'm taking or a mentor or a coach that's supporting me and helping me, that I do things faster with greater ease. My first formal mentor changed my life completely. I have had personal mentorship from Bob Proctor, from Neil Donald Walsh, from several other coaches in the industry. And I do attribute a lot of that to the ability to be coachable. So I don't resist the coaching that is provided to me. I'm open to receive it. I listen, I hear, I take notes. What if they're right? What if they're seeing something I can't see? I'm not going to be like, you're wrong. No, I didn't hire you for me to tell you you're wrong. I hired you to help me to ascend, to see what I can't see, to help me with my blind spots. We really do need that. We really want that. It would really help you. So I just don't want you to come from a need that this thing is something you need right now in your life or you are never going to achieve. I want it to be, I would love to do this. And when you do something with love, right? And when you do something from a desire and from a want, it hits different. So there's this thing that people do that is so fun, is that they now will sign up for our courses and our programs, and they will say, I can't wait to be interviewed by you, Kathleen, in 6 months on your live event. I cannot wait to share my story in 6 months. So we have a lineup of people now that are all manifesting a beautiful experience in their lives so that they can come on here and inspire all of you. And it's a manifestation. It's a decision, right? Yeah, we will put the link in the chat box now. So let me tell you what we have though first. So in person, okay? In person, in our physical energy, we have 2 ways that you can get in the physical energy right now. There's Manifest Toronto, which is May 26th. A lot of locals, but we have a lot of people flying in. So this is a 6-day event. The VIP tickets are sold out. So VIP is an extra session with me in the morning and then an opportunity to get a meet and greet with me. Those are all sold out. But there is general admission May 26th in Toronto, and it's at somewhere called the Symes. I'm going to speak. I have a couple of other speakers. We're going to do visualizations. There will be music and dancing. There is vendors. There's a full workbook. I'm taking you through my manifest. I'm taking you through my manifest course. Yes, there's a DJ. So that's Manifest Toronto. Okay. And if you need any of these links, just reach out to your manifestation mentor. You can also email info@diamondacademy.ca. The other thing is I have my Rise retreat. So my Rise retreat is in Anguilla, April 21st to 24th. It is a rise in consciousness over 3 days, intimately. It's going to be me with 22 people. That's it. Manifest Toronto's like 500 people. Rise retreat is 22 people, April 21st to 24th, Anguilla. We fly into Saint Martin and we take a boat over to Anguilla. It's at the Four Seasons in luxury. That one is 12,000 UST. 12,000 UST. But the big thing that I want to talk to you guys about today is our millionaire enrollment period that's opening. I was thinking to myself, what would be the best way to support someone in their rise and ascension when it comes to their financial identity, the identity of wealth and this consciousness. And I really believe that a combination of 2 courses, will be the thing that will, over 6 months, just propel you, absolutely propel you. So I am opening enrollment today for Millionaire, which will come with my Wealth from Within program. So Millionaire is 6 months, Wealth from Within is 8 weeks. The two courses will come together over a 6-month period. Wealth from Within is being taught live in April and May. So you'll be essentially in the Millionaire course and in Wealth from Within during that 6-month period. And so 6 months, you will be in a prosperity and wealth consciousness. You will absolutely see a transformation. It's very powerful. Anybody here, if you are in the room and you have taken Millionaire or you are currently in Millionaire and you have a transformation you want to share, feel free to put it into the comments. For anybody that's watching this live, feel free. I know a couple of you reached out and said, I would love to share. I would love to share. So this is your opportunity. If you have anything that you want to say about the Millionaire program or the Wealth from Within program, please share. I don't know if Leslie is on here. One of the most beautiful things is if you hold the image of what it is that you desire, it will unfold for you if you believe that it is done and you make the decision. Leslie DeMarco decided that she was going to take Wealth from Within. She did not have the money for it. I got an intuitive hit to give it away, to give a Wealth from Within course away. I've never done that before. And she won it. And I didn't know she was manifesting a free Wealth from Within. She didn't know I was giving it away. Her name was pulled. And she took Wealth from Within and started making money in she has a product-based service. Her business is product-based, sorry. She started making more sales like this, immediately ascended into Millionaire, and she became a millionaire faster than I did. I think it was 4 months. Man. Anyways, I was thinking to myself, I cannot wait for someone to come through and to do it faster than my 7 months, and she did. So believe me when I tell you that this shit works. This is what people text me all the time in capitals. Mind my language, because I couldn't really bleep that one out. So really, it's an important thing. So what I want to say, so Millionaire right now is a 6-month program. It comes with a course. It comes with weekly trainings from me. I teach on Wednesdays. But the really, really important part about this course is the embodiment. There are people that teach this work that do not live this work. There are people that teach from concept and do not teach from experience. Neil Donald Walsh said, Kathleen, you teach from experience, you do not teach from concept. I don't know this, I live this. It is the reality of who I am. And you can tell that by the way in which my life has changed and by the way in which I am transforming and ascending. You could even call it transcending. It's because I live it. I'm the embodiment of it. So I created a model that has embodiment sessions. So in the Millionaire program, my team runs embodiment sessions. They are group work sessions where we actually take you through a curriculum to embody the material, to put it into the body, to live it, to walk with it. And my team will help you to actually do that. This morning's embodiment call was like no other so far, and Deborah shared more of her story. Oh, good, Julie. Oh, it makes me so happy. Millionaire, don't hesitate for a second. Worth way more than it costs. Beautiful. Millionaire has helped me in more ways than years of therapy could not do. Somebody was in trauma. They were doing trauma coaching for like 7 years or something. Maybe that was Kaylee. Where are you? Kaylee, are you here? Maybe this is a good time for us to talk about that shift and why it was so important. Where is she? Where's my girl, Kaylee? CEI. There she is. I'm going to pin you.
Hi.
Okay, I can hear you. Okay, there you are. Okay. So tell me about that quickly. You said this to me once. You said, Kathleen, I was like stuck in my trauma.
Yes.
Say
so
it
I
in your words, because I don't want to put words in your mouth.
I spent 7 years in inner child trauma therapy. And what I learned when I started working in the material with you was that I was staying stuck in the past and I wasn't living from the future. So I was able to let go of my past because it didn't define me. And I was able to become who I always wanted to be without the fear of everything that had happened to me.
And the other thing I want to talk about, I'm just going to tell people a little bit of our background. So Kaylee and I met in 2020. And I don't know if I should say this publicly, but I had an underground beauty ring during COVID because I really, I needed my hair and my nails and my lashes done, and like these COVID rules, crazy. Anyway, so Kaylee came to my house and did my hair, and we got really, really close. And so we developed a very strong friendship. And so you would think that being a very close friend of mine and doing my hair and being in my life, that it would just naturally transform you, that you would just through osmosis, be changed. But I knew that's not how it worked. And so I kept, just telling her, you got to take my course, you got to get into something. So why don't you tell people what the pivotal shift was?
The pivotal shift for me was, one, I was terrified to invest in myself. I had a very big business and I had a lot of money coming in, but now that where I am now, I didn't feel myself personally, I was worthy of healing. Now I know that I am. And I think that's a huge, huge thing that I just want everyone to understand is like, you are so worthy of healing no matter what. And when I finally made the decision to invest a tiny bit of money, which was Wealth from Within, my first course that I paid for with you, because I was too scared to do Millionaire. After I did Wealth from Within, I knew immediately I was going to your retreat. I didn't know how I was going to pay for it, but I went to Kathleen's first retreat in the Bahamas. And again, no idea how I was going to pay for it, but I just knew that I was going no matter what. And when I put down my deposit, I got a phone call the next day from my accountant. And he was like, oh, I have great news for you. And I'm like, oh, yeah. And he's like, yeah, I have a great return for you. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, it's blah, 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 blah. And I was like, are you joking me? Like, are you actually joking me? The amount on the return was how much the Rise retreat was. And I've never in my life, I'd never had that kind of money given to me before. And so I was like, again, holy shit, this works. She's right. She's not lying to me.
Yeah. And that retreat was $20,000 that you came to in the Bahamas. And then you took Millionaire after that retreat. And I think what's so important, I want people to realize too, and Kaylee's transformed her life. She's now closed down a salon that wasn't bringing her joy anymore in her life. She stepped into now a new identity of who she is and is moving forward with a new life and designing it how she wants it. But just being next to somebody or watching free YouTube videos or coming onto free events, that's not where the transformation is. And so even somebody that is a friend to me is still investing in themselves, because it's not about me, it's about her and her transformation. Right? Anything else you want to say about that, Kales?
Yeah, I think it's just important for people to understand that taking action is what's going to catapult the manifestation. It's not just making the decision, because we can always make decisions and we can make decisions in fear. But now reflecting back on my past life, taking action and the actual investment is actually you saying energetically, I believe that I'm worthy and I have faith that this is going to work out for me. And I think when you make a decision and you take action in faith, and you do that exchange of money, which is just energy anyways, the universe then gives you everything back. It's really interesting how it does it. Everything is really working in your favor, right? It really, really is. So
yeah, it's so powerful and so important. And that's why I really wanted to stress that. And I remember when Bob said to me, Bob Proctor, he was my first mentor in manifestation. And I remember when he said to me, Kathleen, do not give anyone a course or a program for free, and do not give it to them at a significantly discounted price or a discount price at all. He said, you are not helping them by doing that. And I didn't listen. like when I first started this journey, I gave a couple courses away to some family members, and those people have still never taken the course. They've still never gone through it or come on the live calls. People that pay will pay attention. And so, and when you realize that it's an infinite supply and you realize that as long as you create the demand, it fills back up, enrolling in a course for your growth is creating a demand if you embody the work that comes from the course. And the beautiful thing about the return on investment in many of these things that you do, like the return on investment from the first course that I took was immediate, and it was like 10 times what the cost of the course was. But these courses will pay you back for the end of time. You know, and I always say, like, I do one-on-one coaching containers as well. And I always say, you know, we're together for 6 months, but this 6 months that we spend together is going to pay you back for the next 20 years. It's so impactful. One of my one-on-one coaching clients just had one of her biggest sales days in history. We just spent a day together, and now she's having her biggest sales day in history. So I'm observing now this work being embodied. And I want you to know that that's what our focus is truly the embodiment of this work. So Millionaire is open for enrollment today. You will get Wealth from Within with it, which is another course. And Wealth from Within on its own is regularly $4,444. When we do open it up in April, it'll be at a different price point, but it'll go back up to the $444. Like we do an introductory price, it'll go back up. But Wealth from Within is going to start in April. So right now you get the Millionaire program and Wealth from Within included as a bundle for a reduced amount. The other thing too, we always do pay in full bonuses. So I know energetically a pay in full is going to be better for you if you have the capacity to do it. So I say I'm a pay in full woman. And this is an identity. Even when I couldn't pay in full, I would say I'm a pay in full woman. And the reason that I did that is I wanted to tap into the identity of being somebody that has the capacity to pay in full. And so pay in full might have been $1,000 thing, and then it might have been a $10,000 thing, and then it might have been a $100,000 thing. I've definitely done that too. So you really want to embrace that identity as much as you possibly can. And a pay in full energetically, you don't have to worry about the next payment or anything like that. So it just gives you that cleaner energy. But if it's not part of your identity now, it's not in the observed world, go on to a payment plan until you become a pay in full woman or man. But I just move the energy to that next phase of myself. And there are times right now that I do a payment plan because I feel like it. And that's okay. But it's not because I'm afraid. Okay, there's a difference. If you have the money in your bank account, but you don't want to pay in full, or you have access to a credit card. So let's say, you want to take Modern Mentor. How much is Modern Mentor now? I can't even remember. Yikes. Guys. 15,000. So Modern Mentor, let's say it's 15,000. And let's say you have $15,000 on your credit card and you sign up for Modern Mentor, but you don't want to pay the full amount. Ask yourself, why do I not want to do that? The universe pays me in full, so I can always pay in full. Girl, Jasmine is not wrong. If you are a coach or somebody that is a mentor or a consultant in this space, and you would like more of your clients to pay in full, you must pay in full. You will get more pay in fulls. So our pay in full rate right now is really high. Really high percentage of pay in fulls in this industry, because that's what I do. And that's the energy that I have, pay in full. Anyway, but why I'm talking about pay in fulls, we have a pay in full bonus. So we do have a pay in full bonus for anybody that does choose to pay in full. So Millionaire and Wealth from Within open for enrollment. You can enroll into Modern Mentor if you want. Please speak to my team about time. And I want you to connect with Deb Lays. She's the program facilitator over there, and have an orientation and all that kind of stuff. And I did pay in full. Perfect, Tiffany. The other piece, I am someone who really believes in the importance of really stepping into the identity of who you desire to be in a quick way. The universe loves speed, in a confident, excited energy of, here we go, I'm doing this, let's go. And it's a vibration, it's a feeling. The energy that you're in when you do a thing is the outcome of that thing. And so I always like to kind of reward people that act in that energy, because that's the way I try to be. And so if you have something like that for me, that's like, buy today and you get this, I will buy today because I get this. And I understand it's a mechanism to get me to act in the identity of who I desire to be. And so today there is a bonus, and I made it a real goodie. So in Toronto last year, I created this bonus for anybody that enrolled into a program of a 3-part mastermind series with me. So it was a small group of us. We did 3 calls, and they were so good. Natalie parents freaking out because it was so good. So I'm going to do this again. So anybody that signs up for a course or a program today, so this might be the Rise Retreat, this might be Millionaire, it might be Modern Mentor. Anybody that enrolls today, doesn't matter if it's pay in full or a payment plan, that does not matter at all. Even a current student that wants to upgrade into a different course, or if you want to, Tommy, if you want to sign up for Wealth from Within, yeah, we can give you the link for Wealth from Within as well. Yeah. But anybody that jumps in today will have that mastermind call with me. And these 3 calls are going to be based on 3 things. We're going to talk about building the desire, and I'm going to teach you how I do it. Then I'm going to teach you on that call how to build the demand. And then I'm going to teach you how to be the new identity. So these are the 3 calls. They'll be over a 3-month period. You'll meet with me in a small group. So that's anybody that signs up for anything today. Today is the day. This is open enrollment day. So if you do that, it's just a way to congratulate you for stepping into that identity. But we're not judging if today is not the day for you, and if tomorrow's the day, or Monday's the day, or Tuesday's the day. You have to do the day that's right for you. So remember, no judgment. This isn't to make you feel bad or make you feel less than. We want you to give yourself grace and to join and ascend with us. So this promotion that we have right now with Millionaire and Modern Mentor is available until March 1st. Okay, so up until March 1st, you can make the decision. Crystal enrolled in Millionaire. Yay, Crystal. Get it, girl. I love it. Love it, I love it, I love it. And if anybody else has, let us know in the chat if you've decided to join us. We're so grateful. What is the link for the Millionaire Mastermind? We'll give you, Tanya, and Thea. Beautiful. And if you need to speak to my team, okay, if you are someone that desires to speak to somebody, okay, all of us are individual, all of us are different. And I am somebody who is very much a situational leader. So I understand that I can't lead people in the exact same way because everybody's different and unique. So there are going to be people that don't want to talk to anybody, that want to click and sign up for a course. So for me, I recently signed up for a program. It was about $8,000. And I looked it up online and I was ready to sign up. I was like, pay in full, let's go. Here I am. And there was no opportunity for me to do that. I had to speak to somebody. They had to get onto a call and whatever. Okay, fine. So I did it. I got on the call. And then at the end, I said to her, you really got to just put the link somewhere, because I was just ready to go. And so they've put a link up now, so you could just go and buy. And so that's why we dropped the links today. If you don't need to talk to anybody and you're confident and you know what you want to do, then go right ahead and just click sign up. You'll get a full orientation. You'll be connected to a manifestation mentor, all that beautiful stuff. Don't worry about it. But if you do want to speak to somebody, you can talk to anybody in our team. So, Sophia paid in full. Look at this. She's a pay in full woman. She takes action. I love it. I love it. I love it. We'll put the link again. Please put the link again. Julie Kober, that was me. I listened to my intuition and jumped right in. Oh, Julie, you're just thriving so beautifully. So if you do need to speak to somebody, the team can help you in lots of different ways. So if you're not sure what course is right for you, let us know. Oh, now Trish has joined Millionaire. Oh my gosh, you guys, my heart. To watch you all choosing you and choosing ascension. And I hope you know that you can absolutely trust your transformative journey with us. Listen, if you want to be next to anybody, I am the most driven woman who teaches from the heart, who just keeps going. It is magnetic, and you will calibrate up to me. Trust. You absolutely will. But the team can help you. If you don't know which one you want to take, the team can support you. If you're not sure which program's right for you, where you want to start in this journey, etc., the team can help you with that. We also have a third-party funder that we can assist you with, a third-party funding agency that can help you to take out a loan outside of us. It's not through us, outside of us, that funds just our course. And you can pay it back within 3 to 5 years, but we'll have you paying it back within 6 months. But you can pay it back within 3 to 5 years. But the beautiful thing about this funding agency is I had to prove the success of my courses in order for them to fund my programs. They wanted to see testimonials. They wanted to see client successes. They wanted to see the course. They wanted to know everything, because they don't want to fund a program that's a dud, a coach that doesn't show up, information that isn't transformative. So it's really, really important that we found an agency that wanted to be able to fund us based on the testimonials and the feedback from our students. So our team can help you with that. It's a link that you would sign up for the funding. We don't know your personal information. You submit that yourself, and then we just follow along the process with you. So my team can support you in that. And if you're somebody that's listening to this and you're like, okay, I would love to, Kathleen, I would really love to. I would love to be in your energy for 6 months. I don't want to go anywhere. Like, I want to live in this beautiful vortex and energy every single day, but I feel some sort of thing, whether it's I can't afford it, I don't have the time, my husband wouldn't agree, I'm afraid. Even it could be, what if it doesn't work for me? What if I don't have the time? What if I don't finish it? If you're feeling that stuff in you, reach out to somebody from my team and have a conversation with you, because they're here to support you through some of these things that are limits, but they might also be physical things we can work through. So sometimes there's people that don't have the funds for our courses, and our modern mentors will hold space, give you ideas. They will help you with a couple of tasks, and you will manifest the money for it. And this happens all the time. So just know that there is support from my team in so many capacities, and my team wants nothing more than to see you grow, and I want nothing more than to see you grow. My team is in a place right now where they're really, really grateful, and they're really, really in this leading, loving, and serving energy where we don't take it for granted, and we know that this is what we're here to do. And so it's not about us. We make it about you. And then we know that the more that we help you to become your best, the more we become our best in the process. And we are absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, growing alongside one another. I share the ways in which my human shows up. I share the ways in which contrast happens in life. And what do you do with the contrast? How do you negotiate it? How do you work through it? And then the beautiful thing is the community. And we spell it like this. Somebody on my team, please put it. Community, COMM, unity in capitals. Community. I saw this actually on a sign in a small little community in Innisfil, and they called themselves community in this way, unity. And what I love so much about the word unity is that it doesn't mean sameness, right? So I don't want you to go and be more like me. I don't want you to go be and do what Deborah does. I don't want you to be like Audrey. I don't want you to be like Kaylee. I want you to be like you. But where we become unified is in helping each other achieve our goals. So I'm going to help you live the life you want. I'm going to help you be who you want to be. I want to help you tap in. I'm 25 minutes from Innisfil. I'm about 45 from Innisfil. That was in Friday Harbor. If you go to Friday Harbor in Innisfil, they have a sign and it says eternal forward motion. We are a community that celebrates eternal forward motion. And it just resonated with me. It hit me like a ton of bricks. This is what this is for. Absolutely. Congratulations to everybody that is enrolling today. Please chat with the team member. If you need support before the end of the day, they will absolutely chat with you. They will be able to support you. Give them patience. They might be on another call. But we will get you before the end of the day. If you're ready to go and you need something from us, a different way that you want to make a payment or whatever, and it rolls over into the payment coming through tomorrow because you couldn't get a hold of us tonight, don't worry. We're going to support you, okay? So it's not going to be crazy. We have we have ways that we can support you. So if you want to chat with your mentor, please put it into the chat box here. If you're on YouTube, you can actually put it on YouTube as well, and we can do that. We can support you by just make sure you give us your full name. Don't put your email on YouTube, but give us your full name. We'll look you up and to be able to find you. And you can always email into us. Did I miss anything about our current offers, you guys? Team, did I miss anything? No, we got it. Okay, we're going to give away some money now. So I really wanted to do something really fun this time. And I don't usually do giveaways, and I certainly don't give away money, because sometimes what I find is when you give money away, you get a lot of people that aren't willing to transform to get more money. They just want more money. And so they'll come on here and sit and listen just for the money, and they don't want to do anything different. And so that's not really what we're here to do. Like I'm looking to transform you. I'm looking to help you step into and become your best. But this time I was looking at the enrollments coming in and the questions that I was getting about this work. And I started to understand that a lot of you that are here are wanting ascension. You're wanting transformation. You're wanting growth. And I could feel that in the type of questions. It wasn't like, tell me exactly how you did this, or what business opportunity are you in? I want to join your business. You know, I can really feel that it's about growth, and you guys all know that. And so there's a shift here, and we're moving. So that's why I wanted to do something that would help influence people's growth in a positive way. So I'm going to give away two amounts of money. 1,111, this is USD. So no matter where you live, just know that everything we do at Diamond Academy is in USD. It's just a currency that is most commonly accepted. So USD. And with these amounts, I'm going to give you the cash. So 1,111. But you can also, should you choose, take that $1,111 and you can take wealth from within. Or you can take that $1,111 and you can put it towards a millionaire or a modern mentor deposit or a Rise Retreat deposit. And the reason that I'm doing this is because I want you to see that, do I even want to tell you, or do you know what I'm doing here? Like, you can choose to take the money and experience the short-term advancement that $1,000 will do for you, or you can choose to take that money that I'm going to give you and put it towards you. Okay? Yes. So this is what we're going to do. So the first person, and these names were pulled this morning before we were on, so we didn't know who was going to be on live. So I don't even know if these names are on. The first one is Jasmine Edwards. If you want me to donate it, I'll donate it too. If that's your choice, I will donate it. Yes. Jasmine Edwards. That's the first one. Is she on? Is she on? I don't know. Do you go by Jasmine Edwards on here, or is it something else? Because there's a Jasmine Blue Rose. Is that her? That's me. Okay. So Jasmine Blue Rose. Okay, so that's you. Let us know what you'd like to do with the money. The $1,111. And then the other one is Carolyn or Caroline Heimer. Did I say that right? I hope I didn't butcher anybody's name. And is Caroline or Carolyn on? It's so hard to tell. Let's see. Yes, she's here. She's here. Okay, Jen, do you want to do your clapping and celebrating? Yes. Woohoo! So let us know what you would love to do with the money. And please speak to your manifestation mentor. I hope you know who it is. If you don't, tell us, please, before we get off Zoom. I don't want to lose you. I don't want to lose you in the hustle bustle of everything here. So Jasmine Edwards and Carolyn Heimer are the two that I'm going to give the $1,111 to. And you can use it towards Millionaire, Modern Mentor, Wealth from Within, Rise Retreat, whatever you'd like to do. I want to end with just a couple of words from my heart, and then we have a song, of course, we're going to end with. And the song that I chose to end with today is a personal song of mine that I have used along this journey in many, many ways at many times that have it's really helped me to tap into strength, to power, to empowerment, and to a really strong energy of resilience and perseverance. So that's the song I'm going to end with. But the final words that I want to say today before we head out is that I wish you knew what was available for you. So I've said this so many times and it means so much, but like if you only knew from the perspective and from the vantage point from where I sit today, and I don't just mean for myself. So over the past 4 years, I have continued to witness my ascension, my team's ascension, my family's ascension, my friends' ascension, and the Diamond Academy family ascension that is so powerful it brings me to tears. Miracles that are happening, transformations in people's lives, experiences that we can't explain. And for some, it's money. Yes. But for others, it's happiness from a life of sadness. Sometimes it's accessing your light when you've been living in the darkness. We have people that are curing mental health through this work. We have people that have autoimmune diseases that are completely gone because of this work. We have people that wouldn't leave their house for years and who made their way to Toronto to meet me. I love you, Barbara. And we have people who didn't see the value and worth of their own life prior to this work and are loving their life. Emotional healing. Yes, Robert. Yes. And so please just go with what feels right for you. We never want you to feel that you need us. We really want you to want to be here. You desire for your life to be different. And if you've left my energy, please come back. Just say, I want to come back. I want to come back to you. And we will get you back into our energy in some capacity. House of Manifestation is our community. It's not a course or a program, it's a community. And if that's where you come back to, then you come back to it, please. So reach out to your manifestation mentor on my team. You can send me a private message. I will watch my inbox. Bit of a crazy show in there lately, but I'm grateful. I'm absolutely grateful. But we are here for you. And whatever that time is. Wealth from Within right now is going to be going on sale initially for $1,111. And then it'll only be for sale for that short time right before April. But for anybody on this event, you can get in now for $1,111. And then the price will go up to $4,444. Will we get an email with all the links to programs? I think we do email that out. I really think that we do. Yes, I'm going to say yes, but email us if you have questions, info@diamondacademy.ca. We also in the Manifested with Kathleen Cameron Facebook group do a post in there as well. And then I'll post about it on my stories. So how about I do that too? I'll put the links to the courses in the stories. I'll put an opportunity for you to DM me and say, hey, I don't know who my coach is. Let me know. I'll have somebody help me in the DMs. So we're here to help you this entire week until the end of time. We have some people that it takes a little while to get into our energy. We are going to hold space. We are going to be there for you until you can come with us. Just have absolute trust and faith. And anybody coming to Manifest Toronto, I cannot wait to see you. Anybody coming to Rise, I cannot wait to see you. And my inner circle, I have manifested an experience that is going to be like no other. So my inner circle and I are meeting in Malibu on March 9th. And I have manifested something that I'm so proud of. I'm so grateful. And we are going to be manifesting and masterminding in style in Malibu. So let's go. I appreciate you all so much. I am so grateful. Any and all feedback is absolutely, we are open to it. Reach out to us, and congratulations and welcome to our family, everyone. We are so happy to have you, and let's go change this world together. Okay? Become the best so that we can help make this world the best. Love you all. Appreciate you so much.